Hey guys, so today I am at Hackney Downs Market and we will be going through the best vegan restaurants in London. Hey guys, so today it is just a sickly hot day in London. I am down in Hackney Downs Vegan Market where there's just like a bunch of these food stalls and they open up every week, and I thought it'd be a pretty good place to introduce to you kind of my favorite spots, my favorite restaurants throughout London. So should we start? Okay, so the first two places that I'm going to take you is in Box Park in Shoreditch, so very close to where I live, and this is basically like shipping containers, and there's stores on the downstairs, and then on the upstairs they have all of these little restaurants in them. So the first one is What the Pitta, and man, do they make like amazing gyros, and they do like lamekins, they do wraps, and oh, there's actually a meal deal here as well. You get dessert, you get the baklava, you get one of the meals, and then you get a drink, all for £10, and it's super delicious. Not sure how healthy it is, but it is one of my go-tos. The next stop at Box Park is Cook Daily, and man, this is a really yummy one too. It's a bunch of internationally inspired bowls. I would say it's usually like Asian or Southeast Asian. There's a lot of curries there going on, and they have different types of meat. So like faux chicken, faux shrimp, you can do tofu, rice noodles, or rice. So that's one of the curry dishes. They also have, you know, like English breakfast, vegan adobo, and actually one of my favorites is their mushroom and chicken pie. It's everything is vegan here, but that little crispy crunchy top, it has the flakiest pastry ever right on top. Everything is amazing. My next recommendation is actually one for breakfast, and that is Black Cat Cafe in Hackney, which is really only a 20-minute overground ride from central London. So they do breakfast and they do lunch as well, and they just had a big remodel, but one of my favorites here is going to be the vegan English breakfast. Everything here is vegan. They have like different lasagnas, different chickpea dishes, and my favorite here is actually the coffee and walnut cake. They have a ton of dessert here, and then also the peanut butter milkshake. My next recommendation is Itadaki Zen, and that is near King's Cross Station, which is, you know, where you can get the Harry Potter pictures taken. But why I'm so excited is it is an entirely vegan Japanese restaurant, and so you can have set meals, you can have set menus, you can have different noodles, it can be a la carte. One thing that I will say is it is more pricey during dinner time, but you can really get a good deal for your meal if you come during lunchtime, because you kind of get like the same sets, but the price is actually much lower. My next recommendation is a really nice sit-down kind of semi-upscale place, but the price is really not that bad, and that is Wulf and Lamb in Kensington, and this is somewhat near all of the museums like the V&A and the Natural History Museum. And what's cool about this place is you order ahead of time. right? And the downstairs is kind of more of like a cafe style, while the upstairs is more sleek and it's better for dinner. They serve their special Wulf burger there, but the dish that I come back for time and time again is the chili non-carne, and they mix it with this vegan sour cream. I mean, the whole place is vegan and it's just so, so good. I love it so much. The next restaurant is Mildreds, and I think it's a very well-known vegan restaurant in London because it's always in all of, you know, your top 10 lists, and it's in multiple locations. One thing I have to say is it's pretty busy, so make sure to see if you can call ahead. And in general, I just find it to be a nice sit-down place. You know, you have a bar with drinks, you have some appetizers, and a fairly kind of good menu. I think they have their own cookbook as well, and I think that's something that you'll find in a lot of the vegan London restaurants is they just, you know, divulge all of their secrets. So guys and gals, the next restaurant that we have is really London's first vegan pub, and that is the Spread Eagle. The location's right around 23 minutes just outside of London via public transport, and they paired up with Club Mexicana, which is an amazing Mexican street food establishment in their own rights. So they do the food, and then the Spread Eagle does the drinks. So it's just a really, really cool environment and pub. So the next place that I'm going to show you is just a casual pizza place, and it is called The Stable. It is not all vegan, but they have a very wide vegan menu for pizzas, and it is probably the best pizza that I've had anywhere. They use this cheese called cheese, and it's just it's like melty, it's nice, but it doesn't taste kind of like over processed or like kind of that fake cheese flavor, and the flavors are just amazing there. So I just wanted to mention a couple of the amazing pop-up restaurants that are in London, and these guys come up all the time, but Mao Chow is one of those that I hope stays. They have such a funky personality and amazingly creative menu. I remember, you know, the first time when I tried their Dondon Noodles, and they are somebody who, you know, has the amazing ideas, and they're creative and they're amazing, but their food really backs it up. Now, Chay is a vegan Vietnamese street food vendor, and they really make their rounds on all of the markets really in London, and I feel like they are the more or less like the veterans of that field. They make extremely amazing these Korean bulgogi buns, and obviously their signature banh mi as well. V.Sichuan is a new kid on the block, but really deserves a lot of praise. This pop-up was just so informal that I got to sit right in front of the chef and watch him cook, and he had spent, you know, a couple of years in the restaurants in England and then went over to China and really learned some very traditional dishes. Like, I have not had them before, and they all turned out just amazing. They're beautiful, they're new, they're like really creative. I've just never had them before, and I love it. That's kind of it for me, guys. There's so much more on this list. Like, there are so many great vegan places in London. I'm thinking of maybe doing one for like cheap guides, or one for, you know, a more expensive sit-down experience, and then kind of break it down that way, or maybe even doing one for pop-up, because there's just so much more. That was like the Temple of Seitan. There's like Young Vegan for pies. Oh my gosh, there is just so much. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed that review, and definitely if you guys have suggestions, places that I didn't mention, definitely put it down in the comments below, and I will see you guys again next time, okay? Alright, bye!